Now on NBC Palm Springs, a celebration of life for Coachella Valley philanthropist Harold Matzner is underway at the McCallum Theater. We have the details coming up.
Also, Desert Oasis Healthcare takes a big step in the fight against breast cancer, covering the cost of advanced AI-powered screenings. We'll tell you how this new partnership could help save lives across the valley.
Clouds returned to the Coachella Valley, but so did the high heat. I'll let you know how hot it's going to get. NBC Palm Springs at 5 begins now.
Now, this is NBC Palm Springs.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Olivia Sandusky.
And I'm Mark Mester of the Valley, gathering to celebrate the life and legacy of local philanthropist Harold Matzner. That's tonight's top story. Here's his star, or you're about to see it, in fact, which is decorated on the Palm Springs Walk of the Stars. There it is right there. And a ceremony currently underway right now at the McCallum Theater. We're going to give you a live look. It's from a live stream showcasing the event, the reception, giving friends, family members, and community leaders a chance to speak on Matzner's legacy here in the desert. Matzner was most well known here in the Valley as the former chairman of the Palm Springs International Film Society and has donated over $70 million to local nonprofits since 2000.
Earlier today, the city of Indio held its State of the City address at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. The theme for this year, Progress You Can See. They unveiled some plans to highlight key city achievements, major project milestones, and they outlined the city's future goals.
Growing the economy has been a huge goal for us here. Also providing different types of housing, a lot of new housing construction. We have some new apartments that are affordable for our working class families. We also have some new measures on sustainability that we're implementing. New construction coming in, our new library, our city hall's almost done, and a lot of infrastructure that we've been investing in as well.
The points addressed appears to be Indio's 5-year plan, taking them into 2030.
Desert Oasis Healthcare is launching a new partnership with RadNet, also known locally as Desert Advanced Imaging, to expand access to cutting-edge AI-powered breast cancer detection. Effective immediately, Desert Oasis will cover the full cost of advanced early breast cancer screenings for its members, a service that previously required a $40 out-of-pocket fee. The program, with its AI-powered breast cancer detection, is designed to boost compliance with annual screening guidelines and improve outcomes for women across the Coachella Valley. We spoke with a radiologist about how this exercise might grow in popularity sooner rather than later.
Over time, I think, we'll get to a point where it'll be kind of part and parcel with pretty much every radiology exam that we do. I think we're a long ways away from it being sort of autonomous, if you will, where the AI completely takes over. I think there's still going to be tremendous value in, having a physician's oversight as part of the artificial intelligence process.
RadNet CEO Dr. Howard Berger adds that the AI-based technology can spot cancers that might otherwise go undetected, improving survival rates and reducing the need for more aggressive treatments.
We have a local alert this evening. A La Quinta family is holding on to hope as their 14-year-old son fights to survive. He was hit by a drunk driver while riding his bike home earlier this month. Our Alondra Campos spoke with his parents and shares their heartfelt story.
It's the worst phone call of my life. I just miss him so much.
It's every parent's worst nightmare, a call that changes everything.
Liam's phone call, I was like, Liam, where are you? And then he said, hi, this is Deputy so-and-so. Your son was involved in an accident. If you could come to JFK.
On October 10th, 14-year-old Liam Cantu, a La Quinta High School student, was riding his bike home when a drunk driver hit him and another teen before driving away. Since then, Liam has been fighting for his life at Loma Linda Hospital. He underwent a major brain surgery and is now on the road to recovery.
They're lowering his pain medication so they can see where his brain waves are at right now. Our son is still there, and he's gonna come out walking. We've been seeing a lot of miracles, and we've been getting little signs that
he's still here.
Liam Cantu is part of the La Quinta High School baseball team and is known to show up for his teammates. Now they are showing up for him by organizing a words of encouragement ceremony. As the 14-year-old continues to fight for his life, his parents say they hope his story also serves as a reminder, a call for change on the roads.
If you're going to drink, don't drive.
Stay home, drink out, get a Uber, get a hotel nearby. It's not worth the pain that we're feeling right now.
Despite the pain, Liam's parents say they are overwhelmed by the love and support pouring in from the community, both in person and online. Their Give, Send, Go page has raised thousands of dollars to help with medical costs, and community members have delivered meals to the hospital.
It's hard to stay strong by ourselves, and we've been feeling the love from the community and from Liam's baseball teams, all of Liam's coaches, and the team moms have been reaching out to us.
Through it all, Liam's family says they are holding on to hope, believing that Liam's story is far from over.
But we're just asking for a miracle right now. We're asking everybody to come together and pray for our son.
For NBC Palm Springs, I'm Alondra Campos.
Now, this isn't the only headline involving a hit and run in recent days. According to court documents, Silvercrest CEO William Rodriguez was seen on surveillance video leaving 2 bars on Arenas Road in downtown Palm Springs before a fatal 2024 hit and run that killed 60-year-old Christina Barrington in Cathedral City.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 30% of all traffic crash fatalities in the U.S. involve drunk drivers. And data shows drunk drivers also play a significant factor in hit and runs.
Our digital reporter Thalia Hayden spoke with restaurant and bar owners in Palm Springs to find out if they have policies in place for those who are intoxicated.
2 high-profile DUI hit-and-run cases have surfaced within the past few weeks. The question is, are bar or restaurant owners responsible in any way?
As a business owner and as an employee, someone that holds a liquor license, we are ultimately responsible to make sure that we do not overserve. There's many ways to do that. We can simply cut someone off. Maybe we offer them an Uber. We should not, absolutely 100% not let anyone leave intoxicated to where they're going to go out and hurt themselves or someone else.
I'm sure you see your fair share of intoxicated people.
We do, especially downtown here.
Is there any policy or protocol in place if somebody appears to be overserved and then leaving your establishment?
Yeah, we do our best to try and get people to jump into a taxi or an Uber. You have to be honest when they've had too much to drink. You have to say, hey, it's time to slow down, have something to eat, maybe a couple glasses of water.
Each of the bartenders are certified through ABC, so they've taken formal training. They are also liable if they overserve someone, so no one in the establishment wants to take that risk.
Civilly, yes, there's liability that would attach in circumstances, but criminally, through the district attorney's office, it's very rare that there would be a way that a bar is going to end up with criminal liability in that instance. I would almost say never, but you never want to say that because there's always a case where it could be.
And so I've always kind of carried that with me, and I always kind of try to get my employees to understand that, somebody goes out and does something like that, it's going to be on your conscience forever.
I'm your digital reporter, Thalia Hayden, with NBC Palm Springs.
All right, we're giving you a live look tonight from our Agua Caliente casino camera high above there in Rancho Mirage. For the latest on the forecast as we approach the middle part of this work week, we're going to send things over to Pablo Acina. Hey, Pablo.
Hey, Mark. And yes, clouds again in the sky. Yesterday, we just saw blue skies. Today, clouds, but they weren't holding any precipitation. No rain in those clouds in our area. Temperature right now, 93 degrees. And if you want to see the clouds, the green you see, that's the precipitation and very little spots, and even there we did not see any rainfall. Temperatures right now, we are at 79 degrees in Banning, 93 in Palm Springs, got as high as 95 today. Thousand Palms, 89 degrees. Yucca Valley with a high of 78. If you're going walking, beautiful 8 o'clock, 75 degrees, and not that humid. 85 degrees on Wednesday, and then going back up to 90. So today was the hottest day of the week. Temperatures will drop significantly tomorrow. I'm Pablo Alcina, back over to Olivia and Mark.
All right, Pablo, thank you for that. Frontier Airlines is halting its operations out of Palm Springs International Airport by the end of November. It's due to low demand. The airline confirmed they were going to pause operations after November 29th, but say they will continue to monitor conditions for a possible return. Palm Springs International Airport officials say Palm Springs will not lose any nonstop destinations as other airlines, including United, Southwest, and Alaska, will continue serving Denver and San Francisco.
Well, tonight is the premiere of Coachella Valley Cold Cases here on NBC Palm Springs. It's a half-hour program that looks into local unsolved murders. I sit down with investigators and victims' families to learn the latest updates in 3 cases. Our goal is to bring these crimes back in front of the public so the community has a chance to provide tips or information. The program airs right after NBA on NBC wraps up tonight, so around 9:30. You can find the full program streaming on our website later this evening as well, NBCPalmSprings.com. Just look for the Programs tab.
Coming up next tonight, 3 weeks into the government shutdown, federal workers remain without pay as President Trump and Congress continue to clash over a deal. Got the full report. That's to come.
Plus, a federal warrant turns violent in South Los Angeles. What led to gunfire between officers and a suspect, and who was injured in that shootout? We've got the details coming up in just a bit.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
3 weeks and counting, that's how long the government has been closed for business. And that's been taking a real toll on federal workers, both those furloughed and working without pay. And as the shutdown does continue, the president gathered Republicans in the White House in a show of solidarity. But on Capitol Hill, the chasm widens. NBC's Melanie Zanona has details from Washington.
Day 21 and the government is still closed for business with no end in sight. Federal employees across the country feeling the hurt of working without a paycheck against the backdrop of a White House renovation. President Trump welcomed Senate Republicans and targeted Democrats.
The Senate Democrats need to vote for the clean, bipartisan CR and reopen our government. They are the obstructionists.
On Capitol Hill, House Republicans also blaming Democrats for the hardships facing federal employees.
All of it hurts the economy, it hurts our national security, and it hurts the American people. And the Democrats seem not to care.
But Democrats say they do care about health care and are holding out to keep premiums from skyrocketing.
That they'd rather keep the government shut down than provide affordable health care.
Now, a new AP NORC poll shows Americans blame both parties for the government shutdown, but put higher responsibility on the president and Republicans. Without any government support, communities coming together to lend a helping hand for their neighbors. From the nation's capital, food banks opening up for federal workers.
Oh my gosh, groceries are expensive. You go in 1 week, something's $5, the next time is $10.
To airports across the country setting up food banks for their workers.
We're going to be opening it up for our federal employees to come get the essentials that they need.
Share your gratitude with them. They're showing up for the well-being of every single one of us, and they're not getting paid.
For over a month now, House lawmakers have been away from the Capitol because House Speaker Mike Johnson is keeping them out indefinitely. But if this shutdown goes beyond November 21st, that means Congress is going to have to take up a new stopgap spending bill. Melanie Zanona, NBC News, Washington.
To some news around the region, a deputy U.S. Marshal was one of 2 people injured following a shooting in South Los Angeles today. According to the Department of Homeland Security, U.S. Marshals were assisting ICE agents with serving a warrant to a suspect wanted for illegal entry. Authorities say during an attempted traffic stop, the suspect used their vehicle to ram into a law enforcement car to try and flee the scene. That's when officers opened fire, shooting the suspect in the elbow. A U.S. Marshal was also shot in the hand by a ricochet bullet. Both individuals were taken to the hospital in non-life-threatening condition, and an investigation is still ongoing.
A small plane landed safely on a San Diego beach this afternoon. The Cessna touched down on Mission Beach just after 11:30 a.m. Pilot and 1 passenger were on board. They were not hurt. The pilot says his plane's engine began to give out about 20 minutes after taking off from Oceanside. A witness says the beach was entirely clear and the pilot picked the perfect spot to land.
The crypto market saw renewed energy this week. Here's Crypto Fitz with the latest details.
The price action has been deceptively calm for Bitcoin this week, but the real story is happening off-chain. The institutional echo is getting louder. Following the news of Wall Street giants moving assets on-chain, this week saw a flood of corporate earnings calls where CEOs from major tech and finance companies were practically forced to talk about their digital asset strategy. It's officially a boardroom topic. The key takeaway is that the quiet accumulation by large players continues, creating a floor under the price while they prepare for the next big move. Now, on to Ethereum. The low gas fees we mentioned last week were the calm before the storm. This week, we saw the beginning of the Great Migration. Several major DeFi and NFT projects announced that they are officially moving to Layer 2 networks like Arbitrum and Optimism to offer users faster and cheaper transactions. It's a strategic exodus from the expensive main layer. Finally, the macro view. The entire crypto space was rattled midweek by what can only be described as regulatory head fakes out of Washington. We had conflicting reports from different agencies. This created a whirlwind of volatility. The purpose? To shake market confidence. But the smart money is ignoring the noise and focusing on the tangible, bipartisan legislation that continues to slowly grind its way forward. Our video segments are archived on the NBCPalmSprings.com website under the Program tab. Download the free Crypto Fitz app. The links are on the CryptoFitz.com website. I'm Jimmy Fitz for NBC Palm Springs.
This Tuesday evening, giving you a live look from our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera. Pablo Alsina standing by with your full 7-day forecast. That's on the other side of this break.
Every morning, Jerry and I connect you to the world.
Well, everyone brings you the news. We just have a lot more fun doing it.
Start your morning with the perfect mix of news, weather, and fun. NBC Palm Springs Today. Weekday mornings at 6 a.m.
I'm Tiani Jadling, and I'm a Coachella Valley native. I was born and raised right here in Palm Springs. Connecting with the people in the Coachella Valley and telling their stories is an honor and a privilege. I'm connecting the Valley at NBC Palm Springs.
I'm Pablo Alsina. After about a week of temperatures well below normal, we are back to temperatures actually higher than we're used to. But look at the gorgeous clouds in the sky. They didn't bring any rain, just nice cloud coverage from the heat. Look at the almanac, though. If you see, usually we're at 89 degrees. Today got a high of 95. So, yep, hotter than normal. But today will be the hottest day of the week. The temperatures will start going down because of the low pressure system that's working its way up here. Palm Springs winds at 10 miles an hour. Whitewater with winds at 11 miles an hour. Even Big Bear winds of just 8 miles an hour, so not much wind. And the dew points, they rise up to around 49 degrees, so you're going to feel a little bit muggy, a little heavy right now, especially if you go outside, especially with those heat, the temperature up to 94 degrees. But then it will start going down. But as you see, high temperatures of 94 in Palm Desert, 95 in Palm Springs, 92 in Thousand Palms. So yeah, we definitely had a heat wave come in for today, but it's going to go back down to the high 80s and the low 90s. Low temperatures you can expect tonight, 67 degrees in Palm Springs. Cabazon at 62 degrees, Big Bear City with a low of 36, but they had lows in the 20s just a couple days ago. If you look at the 7-day Comfort Air forecast, again, Tuesday was the hottest day, but look how nice on Wednesday. Temperatures should drop around 10 degrees, just 85 degrees for a high tomorrow, and then going back up to the low 90s for the rest of the week. Also should be very comfortable. Don't expect any rain at all, and hopefully some cloud coverage, but it should be gorgeous. I'm Pablo Alsina, and I'm loving life in the desert. Keep it here on NBC Palm Springs.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
NBC Palm Springs Sports, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Oh, welcome back. The flag football playoffs begin tonight on the gridiron with a handful of Valley teams making a push for a championship. Our Caitlin Kelly joining us live now from Palm Desert High School with more. Hey, Caitlin.
Hey, Tim. Yeah, that's right. I'm here on the sidelines at Palm Desert High School, where the flag football team is hosting Indian Springs. As of now, the score 0-0. I'll let you see some of the gameplay taking place right now. The Aztecs currently on defense, almost with a big interception right now. About a minute 40 left in gameplay. But believe it or not, this is not the only flag football game taking place here in the Coachella Valley this evening. Of course, we've got Palm Springs playing over there at home. And we also have Shadow Hills on the road playing a really tough Portola team out there in Irvine. Now, when I spoke to head coach Danny Osman of the Palm Desert Aztecs earlier pregame, she did mention to me that this team that they're playing, this Indian Springs team, despite only having 10 players on this team, it's going to be a very even matchup out there. So far, no scores on the board, but I will say Palm Desert, they're letting the ball fly. Their passing game is looking really good. Sort of a big disparity from this Indian Springs team that is sort of a ground and pound team. They definitely have some girls on this team with some wheels, but I think if we can see our player of the week, week 1 player of the week winner, Naomi Plunkett, wide receiver for the Aztecs, if she can snag some of these balls that are flying through the air towards her, I think that we're going to see an Aztec victory here tonight, but only time will tell. Of course, we're going to have the highlights from this game. We'll have some information about what happens out there in Palm Springs. And of course, the juggernaut that is the Shadow Hills Lady Knights playing out there in Irvine. That is the game that everybody has their eyes on. Exciting to see what's going to happen there. But of course, Tim, you and I, we've got our Friday Night Lights show. So for people that want to get in on all the action, whether it be flag football or Friday Night Lights action, you can catch all of it on our show on NBCPalmSprings.com. Just look for that Friday Night Lights tab. Live from Palm Desert High School, I'm Caitlin Kelly. Tim, I'm going to send it back to you in studio.
All right, thanks, Caitlin. Important to note, Shadow Hills Lady Knights have split their 2 games with Portola High, so it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight. We'll have more tonight at 11. That'll do it in sports. I'm Tim O'Brien.
All right, turning to some entertainment news. Got some exciting news for the newly renovated Plaza Theater's opening night, set for December 1st. Wicked star and Broadway sensation Cynthia Erivo is set to headline opening night at the Plaza. That's according to Oakview Group. Erivo will perform backed by Mark Meadows and the Palm Springs Pops Orchestra. Starting today, you can apply to request tickets on Ticketmaster. The request window will close next Monday. That's October 27th. You'll be notified by October 30th if you were selected to get a ticket. We'll be right back.
Every morning, Jerry and I connect you to the world.
Well, everyone brings you the news. We just have a lot more fun doing it.
Start your morning with the perfect mix of news, weather, and fun. NBC Palm Springs Today. Weekday mornings at 6 a.m.
I'm Tiani Jadaling, and I'm a Coachella Valley native. I was born and raised right here in Palm Springs. Connecting with the people in the Coachella Valley and telling their stories is an honor and a privilege. I'm connecting the Valley at NBC Palm Springs.
Before we go, a fun reminder, Cathedral City has their spooktacular movie night. It starts at 6:30. The movie night tonight features Disney Pixar's Coco. Gates are now open at Cathedral City Amphitheater. They encourage you to bring your own lawn chairs, blankets, friends, and family to join in on the fun. Local food trucks will be there as well, and admission is free. So I think we just still have to go straight out of the studio, head right on down to Cathedral City. Fun. You like Coco? Anyone seen Coco?
I like Free.
You like Free?
Free's
Yeah,
always
Free
good.
works.
Halloween, it's a week from Friday.
Superman, Wonder Woman, I'll be Lex Luthor.
Ah,
You know what?
we're set.
I'll sign up for that. That's cool. All right, we have a lot coming up tonight. You have your special airing after the NBA game?
Yep, 9:30.
All right, and we're back tonight for the news at 11. Please join us for that. Meantime, have a safe night, everybody. Good night.